I used to skip writing tests because it felt slower than just shipping. Then I started letting Claude Code write them while I focused on logic, and my test coverage went from 40% to 85% in 2 weeks. Here is what changed. Hey everyone! Testing is the thing most developers know they should do but quietly skip. Claude Code makes the cost low enough that there is no excuse anymore. Today I will show you how to use Claude Code to generate unit tests, integration tests, and end-to-end tests without losing your flow. Unit tests work best when you ask Claude for them right after writing the function. Tell Claude which testing framework you use, Jest, pytest, Vitest, JUnit, and what your style is. A good prompt is write Jest unit tests for the function I just wrote, covering happy path, edge cases, and error conditions, using describe blocks and meaningful test names. Claude will produce tests that match your existing style. Integration tests are harder because they touch external systems. Tell Claude what you are integrating with, a database, an API, a message queue, and whether you want to mock or use a real test instance. For database integration tests, ask Claude to use Testcontainers or your equivalent. For API tests, ask for proper teardown so tests do not pollute each other. The setup code Claude generates is usually correct on the first try if you are specific. For end-to-end tests, Playwright is the easiest target. Claude Code knows the Playwright API well. Walk through the user journey verbally. User opens the home page, clicks login, enters credentials, sees the dashboard, and Claude will generate a working test. The key is to give it the locator strategy you prefer, otherwise it defaults to brittle selectors. Specify use role-based or data-tested locators up front. If you already have tests but coverage is low, ask Claude to run your coverage tool, read the uncovered lines, and write tests for them. This is one of the most efficient uses of Claude Code I know. It will identify exactly which branches lack coverage and produce targeted tests. The result is meaningful coverage growth, not just numbers gaming. Test code rots over time. Duplicated setup, brittle assertions, slow integration tests. Ask Claude to refactor a test file, extract common setup into fixtures, replace string matching with structural assertions, parallelize independent tests. Claude understands testing pyramid principles and will move tests up or down the pyramid based on what they actually verify. First, write the test before the implementation when you can. Claude will generate clearer code if it can see the spec. Second, do not ask Claude for 100% coverage, ask for tests that catch the bugs you actually fear. Third, use property-based testing where it makes sense. Claude knows libraries like Hypothesis and FastCheck. Fourth, keep test code in Claude.md as a citizen of your codebase, not a second-class concern. Testing with Claude Code is a force multiplier. The barrier between you and good coverage is almost gone now. Write tests with Claude on your next feature and watch your confidence go up. Subscribe for more Claude Code